What's up? What's up? What's up, dope heads? Welcome to welcome to Dopetopia. Welcome to the Dopetopia hoedown. What else can I say? It's going to be a lot of stuff going on today. You know what I mean? We're going to have questions. I got some pre-code horror I'm going to show off. I got the topic of the day, which you can see by the thumbnail. It's about my old man thing. And we got good reads and bad reads, so ain't nothing left to do but to chop it up. Let's get to it, get to chopping, you know what I'm saying? First of all, the Hulk meter. But it ain't changed a bit because I don't get paid to Fridays and the day is Wednesday. So there goes that. Nothing moved on the Hulk meter. Other news is it's just a shitty week for comics, if you ask me. There's nothing really good out there. I think I got Phantom Road coming out today, and that's about the only book in my box. Had one book last week, which is Predator. So not a lot going on in the old comic scene right now. So I've been reading a lot of back issue stuff. And all of my books seem to hit all at the same time for some reason every month. I'll go and just pick them all up at one time. And in 1 week, it's just a big explosive week. And the rest of the month just sucks. But anyway, what do we want to do first? We got two questions. First one is from Juice Watcher. Juice Watcher on IG says, what happened to the live show on Sundays, dope? Well, the truth is, I did live shows on Sunday nights at 7 o'clock for 3 or 4 months. Invited a lot of my friends on my channel. Interviewed about everybody I wanted to interview. And we always had a topic. And that's the key word, topic. I'm not just going to have a show on Sunday night just to bullshit around and put out, just shitty, averaged, real low content. I don't see no point of getting on here and just saying, hey, I ain't got nothing going on. What are you doing, Jeff? Oh, nothing, Billy. What are you doing? Did you go watch the movie? No. Did you watch the movie? No. I like that new show on Netflix. Did you pick up any comic books? It's like listening to old men talk on the phone in the 80s, except now you're doing it with a fucking camera. I don't care about hearing old men talk on the phone. If I ain't got a topic and I ain't got something to say, I'm not going to do a show. So, and how can you beat that last show I did anyway? It was called The Greatest Show Ever, comic book show. And it was. I can't top that show. That book, that show had some books on it that was 6 figures. I mean, you saw all kinds of great bangers on that show. I mean, you can't top that show. So I haven't did a live show since that show. If you want to see a great show, go back and watch the last live comic book show I did. And watch the greatest comic book show of all time. Because that's what it was. So, until I have reason to do another show on Sunday night, I just ain't going to do one. And I just put out a video sporadically anytime I want to. Because that's kind of what dope does. Dope does what dope does. None of it makes sense, right? Fuck, my English don't make sense. So, you got to get on the dopamatics. But anyway, Kimberly, 1986. Says, what book do you wish you'd have bought that you didn't buy? Really no comic books that I've ever passed on that I'll dread not buying. But there was a book one time. I was at a used bookstore close to Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee. And I was going through all these books. And I came across a book of children's stories, which sounds pretty boring. But as I was looking at it, I noticed that somebody took a Sharpie out and they X'd out everybody's eyes. Just blacked out the eyes or X'd them out. Some of the pages had the eyes cut out. And through the whole book. And I asked the guy, why are you even selling this? He said, because of the stamp on the back of the book. I looked on the back of the book, and it said Bishop Valley Hospital for the Criminally Insane. So some crazy dude that had committed crimes had this book in their room, and I guess he thought people were looking at him because he had blacked out every eye or cut out every eye in the book. Chickens, pigs, people, whatever. So I thought that was kind of creepy, and I should have bought it because I like creepy shit. But I wanted to buy it now. I'm sad I let it go by, but I wanted it just for that stamp. Because That's a pretty cool little story. So, anyway, that's my two stories for today, my two questions for today. The Hulk meter is done. Now let's get on with what I've read this week. First, the bad. The worst thing I read, Mothman. I was so looking forward to this. I mean, I was looking forward to it, and I saw the art, and the art's pretty good, and I was like, oh man, finally some good shit, but it sucks. Donkey ass. It's awful. They made the Mothman talk and act. He ain't even a monster. He's like Peter Parker. He's the good guy in the book. Mothman, a good guy. He ain't killing people and sucking blood. He's a good guy. And he's running for his life from all kinds of rednecks with shotguns. It's just the stupidest book ever. Don't waste your time with Mothman. And it ain't every week, but some weeks I get two shitty books. And here is Rawhead Reborn. I thought, how could this be bad? The art's a little bad, yeah. But I could put up with some bad art. But there's hardly any story to it. And the story there is there, I wouldn't piss on it if it was on fire. I give this 0 skulls. And the only good thing I really read that came out last week is this book right here is on fire. IDW, Brian Moore. If you ain't reading Brian Moore, this is issue 1. Go get you some good stuff. If you've seen the Netflix show Midnight Mass, Midnight Mass is my favorite show. Well, that and Ozarks, but that's my two favorite shows ever on Netflix. If you haven't watched Midnight Mass on Netflix, that's what this reminds me a lot of. You need to go watch Midnight Mass and Ozarks if you haven't seen them on Netflix. But this is very Midnight Mass. A dude, his wife left him, took the kid because he had a drug problem. He returns home to a small island right outside North Carolina out in the ocean. He finds an old church and he decides to remodel it and make it his house and let the fun begin. That's all I'm saying. Get you some of this. It reminds me a lot of Midnight Mass. And that is that. But let's get on with the main topic. Marvel, what the hell are you going to do with Man-Thing? Nothing? Just sit on him? People like me, he's my second favorite Marvel character after Hulk, and you're just sitting on him. You don't make comic books. You don't have no kind of TV shows with my man. You're not making a movie with him. Do something. Do something. I'll represent DC, and I'll trade you Flash for him right now. Flash is worth a lot more money. He just had his own fucking movie come out. Hell, I don't want Flash. I've never read a Flash book in my life. I'll trade you Flash for him. Give me Man-Thing. I need Man-Thing in my life. I need more Man-Thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, make a movie where they're going to put a fucking interstate in down in the swamplands of Florida and have Man-Thing out there just killing all these people that's driving road graders and state workers. Kill them all. Kill them all, I say. Do something. Let's show some Man-Thing books. I have finished my 1 through 10 on Man-Thing. And if you ain't reading Man-Thing and you want to get involved in Man-Thing, this book right here, it's a thick book. This is what you need to pick up if you want to really just see if you're into Man-Thing or not. It's got all the best stories through Man-Thing. It's got, all kinds of good stuff. It's got how Man-Thing started. This is the very beginning of Man-Thing. If you want something good, this book can be picked up. It says $40 on the back, but you can get trades for $10, $15, $20. Get you this trade. Read about Man-Thing. You'll be excited you did. So I'm going to show you some Man-Thing covers. After I show you some Man-Thing covers, stay tuned because I got 2 Perico Horror Swamp covers. Swamp! 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 So anyway, first Man-Thing solo story here. This is Adventures into Fear, Man-Thing number 10. And as you can see, he's running with a baby like it's a football. And he's kind of posing like he's the Heisman Trophy. But this is the first solo story of Man-Thing. I saw it laying around, so I grabbed it. This is the book everybody's got to have. You got to have Man-Thing 1. Man-Thing 1, I know his first appearance is in a magazine. And I got lots of magazines, but I'm really trying not to buy any magazines. The last magazine I think I bought was the first appearance of Freddy Krueger. But I'm really tired of magazine-size shit. This is number 1 in my mind. This is the first solo title of Man-Thing, #1. Beautiful cover. Love this cover. I love the purples in it and stuff. It looks a lot better in real life. So get you some Man-Thing in your life. Everybody needs a little Man-Thing. Here's Man-Thing #2. Kind of went downhill on this book. This one right here was not the greatest. I like 1 all right. 2 was not the greatest. 3 here is the first appearance of Fool Killer. How can you not like Fool Killer? He goes around killing fools. I mean, if you're going to kill somebody, you might as well kill fools, right? So this is the first appearance of Fool Killer. That's a good one. I like this cover. Billy and Ricky driving their Jeep back in the woods, doing a little back roading, getting drunk on the old Miller Lite. They come across that big boy, Man-Thing. And remember, I always like the top part because he who fears burns. Makes sense, man. You fear him and he touches you, burns your shit up. My favorite Man-Thing story of all time. I love #5. This is where the clown, he's in the circus. His circus girlfriend is cheating on him with the circus strongman. Clown runs out into the swamp and shoots himself in the head with a gun. And the only one who hears it is Man-Thing, and Man-Thing comes too late. The clown is dead. Night of the Laughing Dead. The clown commits suicide. It's kind of a Scooby-Doo tale. You got everybody from the circus trying to find this dead clown out in the swamp. And the only one that's got him and knows where he's at is Man-Thing. So get you this. I thought it was kind of weird that they came out with this story because it's about suicide and all this shit and kids read comic books. But you know, they wasn't worried about it because after that, they came out with a record. They said, that's a great story. Let's put it on record. And they can actually hear the gunshot. So this is something cool to look for. Man-Thing, Night of the Laughing Dead record, the 45. And you can read around and hear how he got cheated on and all this shit. And there's people in here smacking women and shut up, bitch, just smacking the shit out of it. It's a good story. And you can hear all the smacks and gunshots and shit if you get the record. So make sure you go out and find that record. Here is #6. Not nothing to really write home about. 6, a Man-Thing. Man-Thing. Here is the triple shot shotgun, #7. Love everything about this book except for that stupid ass gun. I don't think no country guy is going to have a triple shot shotgun. And as you can see, bullets just go right through the Man-Thing. You can't hurt Man-Thing. Shit. Man-Thing is unstoppable. Here is Man-Thing. This is probably one of my favorite covers. I like the zombie down here with the hair like that. Looks like an old preacher I used to know here in the South. And he always preyed on hot women too with D cups. That was 3 times younger than him. But anyway, this is a good looking book. Love this book. How can you beat that book? It's my favorite cover. Oh, man. Then you got #7. Got this Betty down here in a canoe. She's not even in the story. I don't know why she's in a canoe or why they show this blonde in here. I guess to sell, books. But she's not even in the story. So you got Man-Thing fighting a tree. And that continues over to issue 10. This is issue 10. Another beautiful book. And I don't know why I didn't pull it, but my favorite Man-Thing cover, I don't know why I didn't pull it. My favorite Man-Thing cover, you got to get you some. My favorite Man-Thing cover is this right here, man. Bernie Wrightson, he knew how to draw a Man-Thing. And if you ain't read this, this is Incredible Hulk 197. My 2 favorite Marvel characters. Only 2 I like besides probably Punisher and I like maybe just Punisher. Anyway, these are my 2 favorite characters. And I don't really like Marvel. I don't read a lot of Marvel, but I love Man-Thing, I love Hulk, and I love basically just Punisher and maybe Blade. But anyway, so these 2 get into a big ass fight. And it ain't even close. This is Hulk's title. This is Incredible Hulk 197. And Man-Thing just beats the shit out of Hulk. Takes his face, sticks it in his chest, and suffocates him. Hulk's people have to take Hulk out because he can't even walk. He is flat out. I mean, Man-Thing beats the shit out of Hulk. Beats the shit out of Hulk. So that's a good book. And what I'm going to show you next, hey, I told you I'd show you some pre-code horror. I pulled out 2 swamp books. First is Total Swamp Terror, Strange Mysteries #2. From the swamp. We got some swamp terror going on here. We got this beautiful girl. She's a silver fox. She's got the silver hair. She's getting trapped by the swamp muck. But this is a beautiful book. Beautiful book. There you go with that, Swamp Terror. This book also has Chamber of Doom in it, The Haunted Hand, and Planet Without Death. So, is that Planet or Plant? Yeah, Planet. Beautiful book. And the last book I got laying around here with some swamp on it is Bayou Vengeance. The Unseen #6 from 1952. We got this dude, he has wrecked his car. We got some good old boys, there's 4 of them. They're chasing him through the swamp. There's his wrecked car back there. This dude's trying to figure out how to get back to New York City because he don't want to mess with the good old boys. They're coming. Here's Sweeney and Jacob and Billy and Laney. They're all coming for him. It's a bad night, full moon, bad night to wreck your car in the swamp. You know what I'm saying? This is Unseen #6 from September of '52. Sorry about the glare, but that is what it is. So that is your introduction into Man-Thing. And like I said, Marvel, if you ain't going to do nothing with him, I'll trade you Flash for him. Flash is an idiot. Anyway, we're out. We're under 17 minutes. This has been a pretty long video. So I'm going to get off here because AEW's coming on tonight. And it is fight night. Fight night. Got to get me some fight night. And I'm probably going to eat some dope flakes tonight. I don't know where my dope flake box is. But today's show, fun with flakes. If you ain't eating dope flakes, you know they're made out of corn right out of Dopetopia, right? So get you some dope flakes in your life because you can't go on without dope flakes. Dope flakes. They're dope flakes. Dope flakes. It's what America eats. It's fun with flakes. Available at Itty Piggly Wiggly in the South, certain pawn shops and flea markets in the South. It's dope flakes. It's fun for everyone. And just like that, we are out, and I will see you again, all you dope heads, beneath the blanket sky.